All right, let's go. Welcome to Blaze Camp. Guys, phase one, video 1.1, the foundation. These next couple of videos are just going to be the foundation. So you're going to have to go into the Skool classrooms and really check out what we're going to be getting into. When you're in there, I don't want you to skip. These are the systems that go from certified trainer or even business owner into six figures and more. Remember that everybody has different results, so don't blame it on me if none of this works because you didn't do it. Just make sure you go through the process and build yourself out from these concepts and these frameworks. I'm going to give you every outline, every prep sheet, every word for word script, everything that you're ever going to need. It's going to take a while. You're not here to learn more. You're here to build. And building takes time. I had already bought a lot of courses, had a lot of the people help me out with the consulting and everything, and everybody had their own way of doing business. My way was different, very different from a lot of the common things out there. So for me, I had to take a long time to build these things to what I liked, to what worked for me, time-wise, schedule-wise, the type of training I wanted to do, nutrition, all that stuff. So that is on that side. Ideally, just remember, you're here to build. You're not here to just learn and me give you stuff and you don't do it. All right. We got to build your system. Okay. So this is not another course that you buy, watch 3 videos, and then you forget about it. This is not a content library that you just scroll through whenever you're bored and you have a little bit extra time. This is not a place where you sit in the back and you hope that something changes because, you're just here for the class. This ideally is an execution environment. I want you to get to work, especially on the things that are going to make you more money and make you better. Okay? So, what is an execution environment? This is ideally for fitness and nutrition coaches who are done guessing, done winging it, done watching other coaches blow up while they're still trying to figure out their niche, or however you say it, their own way of doing things. You already know you're capable for more. You just don't have the systems yet. Now you're going to have the systems. Okay, so now you don't have an excuse. It's a 4-phase system. Everything that we're going to do follows these 4 phases. You go in order. If you skip them, you're going to get lost like you've done before, or like I have done before. First, foundation. You need to set up who you really are. What do you really need to do with your business? Who do you serve, ideally? What do you sell? You got to be specific with these things. What's your ICP? If you don't know what that is, then that's why we're here. Ideal customer profile. Okay? Then we can talk about sales. Then we can talk about making content. We can talk about leads. We can talk about your CRM, your automations, and closing the sale and all of that. But we needed to have that foundation first. You don't build a roof and then you build the foundation. You can't get to the roof. We got to set the foundation, then we start the framing. After you've already had the sales, then we can go into delivering the transformation, how to retain your client, how to collect proof. All of that stuff is going to be given to you how we do it. Okay? And then phase 4, the last phase, will be scaling that up. So you stop coaching everything and you start running an actual business. At the beginning is going to be a lot of you, and then little by little, ideally is going to be you and your team. But we got to get there first, okay? Now, we have to know who you are, what you sell, who you serve by going into your niche, going into your offer, your pricing, your brand, your story, and your standards. The stuff 90% of the coaches never get around to doing. They just skip it because they want to just offer it to everybody. I want to train everybody. And then wonder why nothing works, because you can't just target the world. You can't, first of all, you can't take on the world. After, let's say, another 20 to 30 clients, it starts getting messy. And especially online, after 50 clients, forget it. It's a very big mess. Now you have to make sure you build these things the right way for the right people. Okay? So we're going to help you out trying to make sure that you understand the sale after that, when you go your content engine, the kind of things you're doing in your content. Ideally, if you can take them into a Skool community or somewhere where everybody can live at, your Rico CRM, which will collect and everything of communication with sequences and automations for text messages, emails, and all of that. your booking system, how are you going to book the people? And then when they have a call, how are you going to do your sales presentation during that call? We got to generate leads, we got to book calls, and we got to close clients. Okay? It's not that complicated, but it gets messy. Phase 3 is the service. We're going to help you out understand how to set up your trainer eyes, how to set up your nutrition for your clients, how to put together a 90-day journey, onboarding your clients, collecting the proof from them, okay, the testimonials and all of that. That's very important. And then after that, we scale, because you can't do everything. You can't train clients one-on-one all day and answer every DM yourself all the time. You can't do all the systems or no leverage. You can't do it all by yourself. You're going to be capped by the time that you have. After you scale and you do it correctly, you're going to have a framework that is going to be mastered. You're going to have advanced automations running for you. You're going to have a revenue model that's diversified, meaning you can start branching out to one extra thing to the same people you have. And then you have a vision for each person for 12 months or for your business for 12 months. That is a very beautiful model to have within your own company as a trainer, okay? I built this because nobody showed me this when I got started. I had the certification. I had the work ethic. I was taking probably 600 milligrams of caffeine every morning, pre-workouts to train clients. I was doing everything that I had to do, and I was never late. I was always prepped. I always had everything ready to go. I always messaged everybody back. I had the clients who loved training with me, but I didn't have a system. I didn't have a funnel. I didn't know how to sell without feeling like a used car salesman, like a shark. I was just like, I don't know how to do this online thing. So that's the rule. We need to make sure we set up the phase 1, which builds the person, which is you. Phase 2, which builds the revenue, the money. Phase 3, which builds the machine that's going to be pumping out the clientele and making sure they're okay. And phase 4, we build the freedom. But you can't have the freedom at the beginning. That is something that will come after, okay? What's inside of this group? There's going to be classrooms. There's going to be the 4 phases of them. 46 lessons, that might change. We might have more lessons or a little bit less, depending on how we condense them as we record them. You're going to have a community, which will post assignments. We're going to share the wins. And then we're going to put coaches who are growing faster or coaches who are staying back, and we're going to be able to talk to them. We're going to have live calls every week. We're going to have hot seats. We're going to have Q&As, strategies, and even roasts. We'll roast your pages. We'll make sure we get into your content and your social medias and roast it and make you better. And we're going to have a resource vault with templates and scripts, and every video link to everything is going to be there. Now, that'll be all adapted as we need to, okay? You're going to watch 1.2 next, and I'll walk you through how exactly this community works. So that's the number 1. But number 2, before you go on to that, actually, I want you to understand this. I want you to post your introduction. You're going to see a post in the Skool community where you're going to put your name, your niche, and maybe your biggest challenge, okay? What is it? Who is it that you train? Who are you? Your biggest challenge. You can add in there where you're from, all of that. Just don't overthink it. Don't make it perfect. Just post it. That's how you start. That's how you show up. This is exactly how I'm making this video. You're going to see me do it. These videos are going to get better. I'm going to be slurring my words every now and then. Like, it's okay. It's all right. You're understanding the message. You're here for a reason, and we're going to get to work. All right? Let's go. Next video, how the community works.